back. It is your feel-good breakfast show. And this morning we're joined by the so talented TV personality and now cookbook author, Kamini, as she released her new cookbook called All Dhal'd Up. Yes, we're obsessed with the name. I can't get over it. Now, it blends together traditions and innovation in what she calls the old world has been given some fancy. Kamini has poured her heart and soul into this cookbook that is focused on a collection of ancestrally derived recipes. Now, she joins us this morning to tell us all about it. And if you stick around, yes, you Feel Good fam, for the rest of the show, you will definitely see her whip up some very special recipes. Kamini, welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. My goodness, we have to talk about this book, and also I think just the moment leading up to this, because we've watched you on our screens for so long, from MasterChef to Ready Steady Cook, and now we're here at the culmination of this moment. Not saying that you've arrived, there's still so much more to come, but tell me more about how your experience and also maybe even your background culturally has influenced this book.
I think over the last couple of years, there's been this throwback to things my granny used to cook.
Oh, man.
And during lockdown, I did exactly that. I cooked with my mom and my grandmother, and they cooked things that I haven't tasted since I was a child, things that there are no recipes for.
Yeah.
So that's when I started cooking with my grandmother, and then I went back into my own kitchen and I sort of used my heritage, my Indian heritage, but then sort of superimposed my travels and things that I understand about food.
Yes.
And then that's when the idea for this book came about.
I love that. All Dhal'd Up. I mean, we'll get into the name in just a little bit, but I love that you brought us here because you are a health nutritionist or a health coach and nutritionist, and I wonder how you sort of blended that together with kind of being cognitive of the wellness aspects, but then also, of course, bringing the deliciousness of your culinary experience in your cultural home. So how did those two come together?
I think I studied that specific course because I just wanted to get an idea of how to live better. And I think with food, people often think I've got to go on these fad diets, these extreme things. But really, it's about small changes at every meal. So the start of this book starts out with what the perfect plate should look like. So half of it needs to be vegetables or salad, a quarter should be starch, and then a quarter should be protein.
Which is so different to what we grew up with.
Exactly.
I would have potatoes and rice and then maybe some spaghetti on the side.
Exactly, exactly. But I think all of those, like double carbs, potato and rice and beans all together in one, served its purpose at the time.
Right.
Because people were doing a lot more physical labor. I mean, when we say we're going to work, it's usually on a laptop.
Right, or on our phones,
exactly,
right here.
Exactly. So this book is about taking flavors that we understand from the past, but moving forward into 2025. I keep using this phrase by Maya Angelou, and I'm paraphrasing, but she said something along the lines of, you don't know where you're headed until you know where you've been.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So that for me was incorporating stories and flavor from a time gone by.
And I love that because food also has so many memories attached to it, and you never want to lose that when passing that on, right? So let's talk about the title of this book, because Dhal's one of my favorite things to eat ever, and All Dhal'd Up is just such a perfect name. So where did it come from? Where did the inspo come from?
We had a working title for the book, and sort of just before we had to submit the final manuscript, it sort of came to me, and I thought that's exactly it, because so the subtitle of the book is everyday, so it's food that you eat every day, Indian-ish. So it relies on spices and some sort of things that will take you back flavor-wise. Good mood food.
Oh, I love that.
Exactly. So it just felt like it was, I don't know, uplifted or elevated Indian-ish food.
Such a great name. I mean, can I just give you an applause for that? It is so good. Thank you, Gray. Thank you, Gray. I appreciate that. Okay, run us through some of these recipes. I know that everybody is going to just go to the stores now and buy it, order it online, but what can we find in there?
There are things that are a bit more traditional, like your lamb curry or your chicken curry or fish curry with aubergine and tamarind, but there are also more interesting things like bacon dal. So,
oh my goodness.
See that face. This is what happened when I posted this online, because dal is prayer food, it's pious food, it's really simple.
Right.
And then bacon...
It's indulgent.
It is, but also sometimes it gets people's backs up. But then the combination is just insanely good.
I can imagine this.
But then if people don't eat pork, you could have chicken bacon or lamb bacon, and it is just as good.
Beef bacon. anything.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness.
There are other recipes that are lamb biryani, but with cauliflower rice, because then you're still getting that potato and then the extra cauliflower, because we all know we need to eat more vegetables.
Absolutely.
One of the dishes we're going to cook here today is the cauliflower steak.
Ooh.
Because I think we've often seen cauliflower steak, and it can be like a beautiful mild dish, but this has got turmeric in it and Cookbook cheese. So it's like taking flavors that you know and love. There's also gulab jambu, which has got ricotta in it. There is Turkish delight, no churn, coconut-flavored ice cream with pistachio biscuits.
Oh my goodness. I'm sold. I am sold. Wow. You also mentioned some things that I've never heard of before, so that also intrigues me to get into this. And Expresso fam, if you too are interested, your interest has been piqued, let me tell you right now that this can be so accessible to you, because if you would like to win one of 3 copies of this wonderful book, all dolled up by Kamini, all you need to do is share your funniest or even your most memorable cooking story across our social media pages and use that hashtag Expresso Show. We would love to give you one of these, so please get onto it. Make it exciting. In fact, I think Kamini's going to be the judge and choose which of you will definitely get their hands on one of these books. Like I said, one of 3 copies is available to you. Kamini, this is not the last of you. We're going to see you in the kitchen.
Cannot wait.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait. But who's in the kitchen now? The one and only Gray.